tours. Our next demonstrator is changing that. Please welcome Trevor Christ from Inntopia.
Hi everybody, I'm Trevor Christ, obviously from Inntopia. I'm both CEO and founder of the company. Some of you may be familiar with our company as we are the largest provider of advanced reservation services and platforms for the ski industry. And we didn't get in that position by accident. We got in that position because we have something innovative which we like to refer to as the agnostic travel switch. When I say it's agnostic, what I mean is the switch doesn't care where inventory is sourced from, and it doesn't care what kind of inventory it is. It is able to take long-tail products and put them together with more traditional types of travel products and distribute them out to a variety of different channels. Now, when I talk about long-tail or non-traditional products, what I'm really talking about are things like vacation rentals, condos, activities, events, tours, really anything that traditional distribution systems don't handle that well or don't handle at all. So how do we get this supply into our system? Well, first off, when possible, we try to integrate with the point of sale and property management systems that actually control the supply at the front desk or at the office. But as you are probably aware, a lot of those suppliers, or maybe most of those suppliers in that long tail category, either have old systems in place or have tape charts or have nothing at all. And so we, of course, provide them with a very robust extranet. It's an extranet that is, again, agnostic in terms of what kind of product you load into it. It can be lodging, tours, activities, and so forth. Either way, you can manage your content, you can manage your rates, you can manage your inventory, and you can manage your channels through that system. Of course, we also source from traditional sources because a lot of times you want to be able to mix up and combine these non-traditional and traditional products and all in one itinerary. The other side, of course, is distribution. And on the distribution side, we typically partner with local and regional distribution centers. We give them a sophisticated back office system, which is a lot like a tour management system. A lot of the operations that we partner with are very much inbound tour operators. So this is just a view of our what we call the Inntopia CRS, which has full back office management capabilities, CRM capabilities, and so forth. But most importantly, it keys off of our innovative switch. We also have an out-of-the-box internet booking engine, which is really a way for us to place a presentation layer on top of what is really the core part of our system, which is our XML message sets. Here's an example of one of our lodging message sets. In this case, we're bringing back condominiums. One of the things that we do with condominiums is that makes it a little different from hotels is, as you know, often a condo complex is going to have units managed by multiple suppliers. Those suppliers may have different sales rules. They may have, obviously, different amenities for the same unit type. You may even have a different check-in location based upon who controls that. Our message set supports all that type of flexibility. Here's also our activity message set, and here's our car message set. Now, one of the things you'll notice about these is they're all the same. We provide one message set regardless, again, of what type of product you have and where it's sourced from. Now, to see it in action, what I'm going to do is show you Whistler.com. Whistler.com is using our out-of-the-box booking engine. And one of the things we're going to see here is that they're able to present standard hotel inventory right in line with vacation rental and condo inventory. Furthermore, they're able to offer right in the search results a pre-bundled package. The pre-bundled package is set up to have discounting rules. So if you buy this lodging with this lift ticket, I may discount the lift ticket a little, discount the lodging a little, but give you be opaque about where the discount comes from. So in this case, I select a 4-bedroom cabin. It's going to give me sort of the default lift tickets that come with it, but I may want to go in and change that. So I'll go in and, for myself, select a 4-day lift ticket. For my wife, she's going to take a day off, maybe have a spa day, so she's going to get a 3-day lift ticket. You can tell it repriced, again, using the dynamic packaging and pricing rules. And I've added that to my itinerary. Now I've already built a package in one click. I can, of course, go in and add additional items to that package, and in this case, I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to look for some activities. And in Whistler, we have a wide range of activities. You can get a pass to the Cultural Center, backcountry guides, maps, a hockey tour down to Vancouver to see a game, fishing guides, and heli skiing. Heli skiing is a little more up my alley, so I'm going to select one of those. I select my dates, and I'm going to dump that right into my itinerary. So now I've created a multi-component itinerary. I could go ahead and add lodging or add traditionally sourced lodging to this. I can add car rentals to this. I can add airfare to this. Again, the platform does not care what kind of travel product it is. And of course, we do all the transaction processing on this as well. We're not meta-search. All the payment gateway, all that information resides with us. Whistler is actually pretty typical of a lot of different destination and regional marketing organizations that we work with. We have dozens of them across the country. Given our ski-centric approach, of course, we are heavily invested in the ski areas. But we've branched out of there, too. So in a place like British Columbia, we've moved beyond Whistler, and we moved down the road to Vancouver. The tourism in British Columbia uses our platform in their 120-plus visitor centers across the province. They actually installed it in advance of the 2010 Winter Games. We also work in places like South Dakota. What that's allowed us to do is in all these areas, we've aggregated all this long-tail inventory into the system, into the network, and it's out there for distribution. So for lodging, that means we have everything from $4,000 a night vacation homes in Telluride to $10 a night tent sites at various campgrounds across the country. And activities, it means that we have stuff like airport shuttles, heli skiing, as you saw, fishing charters, this one in Big Bear, river rafting or paragliding out in Colorado, golf on Cape Cod, mountain biking in the Green Mountains of Vermont. We sell tours to Mount Rushmore. We also power Sturgis, so you can actually rent a Harley through our system for when you go up to the Sturgis rally. All of this is instantly confirmable, live inventory with rates and availability that can be booked through any distribution platform. We have thousands of other products like that all across North America. And again, all ready for distribution, all ready to be purchased. So when you vote here in a couple minutes, I want you to think about a couple of things. You're going to vote on the innovations. I want you to keep in mind our product agnostic platform, which I think is really a first in the industry, and our ability to mash up both legacy and long-tail products together. And of course, you got a glimpse of our dynamic packaging and pricing engine. But the most important thing is, while other companies have spent money trying to aggregate this type of supply, we've actually monetized the aggregation itself. In terms of whether the business model is sustainable, well, we're a profitable company. And in fact, we're growing quite rapidly. We have a transaction pricing model, and we have long-term contracts. So we're certainly here to stay. In terms of our overall impact on the industry, as I think all of you know, the vacation rental market itself is very hot. That's just one of the niches we play in. The activities and tours are, a lot of people believe, the next big thing. We believe it's the next big thing. But what we've done with our agnostic travel switch is we've built the first true long-tail switch. And in an industry where silos still exist, we believe the future is tearing down silos, and Inntopia is in the business of tearing down silos. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have some time for some questions. From the audience, how can one see an unbundled competitive view of a long-tail trip?
I'm sorry?
It says, how can one see an unbundled competitive view of a long-tail trip?
An unbundled...
In other words, to know what the components are and be able to compare components and be able to understand what the value versus a bundled single price.
Right. We actually have, I showed you one of our packaging concepts. We have a whole variety of packaging concepts. An a la carte packaging where you just go in, add one item at a time, or this pre-bundled, which Whistler is actually one of the first clients to roll that out. And we found that's actually has shown some great conversion rates just because it's a one-click and you've got a package built.
Okay. Another question from the audience. How are the booking cancellations and exchanges managed?
All through the system. You can do modifications. You can do cancellations. The system, as I mentioned, has full back office functionality, so it keeps track of deposit schedules, it keeps track of cancellation fees. You can have different sales rules for different suppliers within a single itinerary. So one supplier, the reseller may collect for, the other supplier may be a pass-through. Again, cancellation, deposits, all that stuff is flexible.
So you've outlined your product as being a switch for long tail.
Correct.
What percentage of long tail content do you think you have right now, and what's your goal to try to capture? Because obviously you started in ski, but there's so much out there.
Right now we have a very, very small percentage, but you know what, we have more inventory than virtually any other system out there. As I said, this market is wide open right now.
Great. Thank you very much.